Anyway, so those are a few things to talk about. Let's go ahead and start again. We'll just start from the beginning of When I Fall in Love. How about what if we start up here on the E flat, that 11th fret. And then we see, well, this is the E flat major chord, so we got our triad. Yeah. Actually, we can do that little idea. Same thing we did for A flat over here. But now we're in E flat. Yeah. And now we have a C chord, right? So, if we wanted to keep the same motif going, we could. Like that. Nah. And what I'm doing there, yeah, I'm doing the 3rd to the 5th to the 9th, and then back to the 3rd, and then to the root, up to the 9th. Same pattern. Like that. Cool? Yeah. Yeah. And next we have an F minor. So why don't we just take F minor pentatonic? Yeah. All right. Now we could have something a little more. We could have done something a little bit more interesting. We could have, instead of doing the minor pentatonic, we could have done the 9 instead of the 3rd. Yeah. Like that. And then we have a B flat 7. So why don't we stay in the same position? Because this note is the 5th of B flat. And instead of doing the 3rd fret, I'm sorry, I already lowered an octave in mine. Instead of doing the 15th fret, do the 16th fret, which would be the flat 7 of that B flat. Okay? And then instead of doing the 16th fret of the B string, which would be a sus 4, let's do the 15th fret, which would be the 3rd. I'll do the same idea what we had. And I'm just going to modify it to fit over the E flat chord. So we have our 9, the 3rd, the root, back to the 9, and then to the major 7, and then back to the root. Good. Yeah, and you could just bend up from your 7. I'll walk through them all. We got E flat major 7 to our C 7 to our F minor 7, and I'm doing a minor 9, to our B flat 7, to our E flat, which is similar to what we did for our F 9, but with the major 7 of the E flat. Actually, if you did it twice like I just did, that E flat major 7, you could bend your root up a half step into the third of the C chord. Because that's what comes next, is a C7 chord. Yeah. Cool? Because basically, you could keep that motif going for A, as long as you're capable of keeping it going, being able to make those kind of snap decisions during a solo. Or as long as you feel like you've played it out to where it's become boring, So like, even if you could do it all day long, ever renewing, that'd be really impressive, but you might get to a point where you go, I need a new idea here. I can play this all day. I'm capable, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, then you give them a new idea. And if you can be as true to that new idea as you were to the last one, then you're really onto something. That's not easy. What we're doing here is we have all the luxury of like, oh, this would be cool. Now let's move it to fit it over the next chord. And that's a fun way to practice because you find all these pretty things and you're kind of coming up with like, oh, I didn't realize this or that. And what you're doing basically when you improvise, when you solo, is you have to do this kind of thing in the moment, and that's really, really tricky. So yeah, man, anyway, any questions about all that?